2015 MEP's Bowl Edition Top 7 Picks, Top 7 Talk. The MEPs this year have been flat. Flat balling, baby. Almost 55%. Now, the top 7's been pretty average, but overall, I know you guys have been betting more than just the top 7, and 55%, that's balling, boys. All right, let's get to the picks. Number 7 pick, I like the Irish getting the tutty versus the Buckeyes. Buckeyes had some weird stuff going on here. Obviously frustrated to be left out of the playoff. Having one of their defensive tackles soliciting prostitutes. I think the Irish should be more motivated for this one. I think they've been playing well towards the end of the year. They get a couple of their guys back, including a key defensive lineman, Jaron Jones. And the health will help them overcome the Buckeyes here. At worst, it'll be a close game, and the Buckeyes will come out, but I think the Irish for sure cover it. Number 6 pick, the Cardinal. Another team that was spurned by the college football playoff. I think they cover this 6.5 versus Iowa. I know Iowa's going to be a team that's just happy to be there. They don't have the firepower to keep up with Stanford. They have the firepower to keep up with Michigan State, but Stanford, they can score some points. I think they're going to win this one by at least 7, maybe 10, maybe even more. All I know is there's going to be a lot of ugly-ass yellow and black and yellow in the Rose Bowl, and they're going to be going home sad that night. Number 5 pick, I like the Middies. Navy covering 3.5 versus Pittsburgh. Why is this only 3.5? Beats me. Pittsburgh's kind of garbage. All year they've beaten all the bad teams they played. They came close to almost beating Iowa, so that gives them more credit than I think they deserve. 8-win team giving Narduzzi an extension after 1 year. Not a great move, Pittsburgh. I like the Middies to go and take care of that one. Every single one of their wins outside Army this year has been by 10 or more, and I think it continues here. Number 4 pick, I like the hated USC Trojans with that money sign in their name, covering 3 versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin spent the last better part of the decade playing in Rose Bowls and Big Bowls in Florida, New Year's Day, and now they're going all the way out west to play in a meaningless game against the Trojans. The Trojans will be motivated to send out some of their seniors, including Cody Kessler, with a win to validate this terrible Clay Helton signing they had. But we're all about that here at the MEPs. Only covering 3. I think they take care of a Wisconsin team that just can't score. So to beat USC, you got to take advantage of their crappy defense. Can Wisconsin do it with Joe Stave and his guitar? I don't think so. Number 3 pick, another screwy line. Marshall only having to cover 3.5 versus UConn. UConn can't score. This has been the case. They've grinded out 6 wins. Hashtag Bob Diacos. But they just don't score points. And Marshall can score a lot of points. This one should be a touchdown spread. It's only 3.5. Take the advantage of what Vegas is missing in this game. Marshall will be fired up to be there. UConn will just be happy to be in a bowl game. Number 2, Florida State covering 7 versus Houston. Florida State seems to get put in this every few years where one of these mid-major group of 5 teams gets placed in a big bowl. Shout out to the Huskies in the Orange Bowl. And the Noles have to sit there and deal with it. I thought they wouldn't be motivated to beat the Huskies that year, and they struggled for a couple quarters to do so. But this year, with all this hype about Houston, Florida State thinks they're a better team than they put out the record this year. I think they have no problems covering this one versus a Houston team with a little short RBG quarterback that just isn't going to do much against that Florida State defense. Number 1 pick, UCLA covering 6.5 versus Nebraska. Nebraska of the 5-7 ilk out of the hashtag big. I just don't think there's much motivation for them here. I think they're kind of embarrassed to be in a bowl game. I think UCLA's got some time to rest up. They got a lot of momentum here that they can get to go into 2016. I think the Chosen Rosen will be chilling in the hot tub after the game with all the ladies. Hopefully not any of the Cornhusker ladies. And they will win this one going away, cover that 6.5, no problem. I already talked about the Irish a little bit. The Huskies got a little bit of news today with looks like the Ginger Kids could be back with Ryan Graham potentially coming back for the Boise State game, which would be nice. Heading home this weekend. Can't wait to see all your ugly mugs. Excited to watch the bowl game at home. Excited for the Bronco Mendenhall era, and we have a little video here to show us what kind of coach are we getting? A coach that stays cool when Suspenders boy here. Yeah, I'm talking about him right there. Just keep an eye on old Suspenders here and see what this dumb fuck is doing. They make them differently in Utah. Look at this guy. And shout out to Bronco. Welcome aboard. Can't wait to see what kind of toughness you bring to the Who's. And also can't wait to see the Holy War. That's going to be a hell of a bowl game. I mean, there's a few games like that. You got Western Kentucky and South Florida. Willie Taggart facing his own coach. Jeff Brom trying to show everybody that they made a huge mistake passing on him in the for a Power 5 job. I think that'll be a good one. There's some shitty bowl games, including the shitty-ass, Arizona Bowl between two Mountain West Conference teams. That game's not even going to be televised. Shout out to college football. Can you lower the bowls next year? We don't need as many bowls. Take away some of the bowls. We don't need shitty Sunbelt, #Funbelt, shitty MAC teams, shitty Conference USA teams, shitty 5 and 7 Big Ten teams. We don't need them in bowls. Get it over with. Less bowls, guys. Less bowls. That's all we have to say. Gators, Wolverines. Man, I wish Florida had a better quarterback going into it. Still rooting for him, obviously. Doesn't feel like we're in good shape for that one. Coach Khakis might be getting his 10th win of the year in year one for the Wolverines. And shout out to all you guys. Thank you for watching this year. Thank you for coming on to the talk. I don't know what we're going to add next year. I think the talk this year was much better. I know this is probably the second worst one of the year, as it's just me. And the MEP'S is ready. Today's the first day of the 12 Dog, which is the 12 days of gambling. Bet on 12 different events on 12 different days leading up to Christmas to bridge the gap, so to speak, to the better bowl games. The bets will be anywhere from 25 to 100. There has to be at least 200s. Tonight we have the G-Men. Shout out to AQ. And they're struggling right now, so that's doesn't look like a good start to the #12Dog. Anyways, that'll recap 2015. Hopefully we have a better bowl season than 2014. One last thing to say to all of you guys. I appreciate all the support this year. Thank you for listening to me ramble with some of my closest, questionable character, some good, some bad. MEP'S 2015 Bowl Edition, top 7 picks, top 7 talk. What the hell am I going to do for the next 40 weeks?